NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. And 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue. Focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Something apparently not feeling right to Garoppolo, so he'll step back and take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go.
Running on first down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 66 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First down, here's Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. Big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be... There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Or any speed limits out there, and on he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
This is taken just shy of the 10, and able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Following the interception, Cousins. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out, got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in his first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Snags it for the pick. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I thought I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. It's Cousins on the sneak. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play when my quarterback had...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. 11. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's got Ayuk once again. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 59 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about...
That's all you got! Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe.
If you would have told me this coming into the ball. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Cousins. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3rd and long for Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Room to run past midfield, but they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Escaping the pressure right, and he's left with no option here.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Go ahead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to maneuver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. They'll get 3 up to midfield. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Cousins now from the 50. 20. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working out of the gun. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? He wanted the penalty.
I am so confused right now. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward?
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are back within a score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, and do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Cousins on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Well, now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, going for Jefferson downfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. 41 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down and 7. There's Garoppolo to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened.
There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20.
Yeah, it's on.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 96 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our stat. Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. D.J. Waddle able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. A lot of ground to cover. Second and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 148 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph now to have the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Escaping the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got this down to the 35. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Stocker's got it. Complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Cook diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Throwing is Cousins. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. Up third down. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here is Cook on third and goal. And he'll get this awfully close to a first down. Well, that's going to be a razor-thin measurement, but I don't think... he got there. To take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And they're just not going to run up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And now here is another interception. Picked by Nick Vigil. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins misses on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point hung the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will extend this big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
That's Samuel, caught left side and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On 1st and 10, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Mostert now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Garoppolo now. Flush to his right. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he?
Oh, he's ready. He lost the football. Coming on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Vigil drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Flushed out right. And it's gonna be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They go play action. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Cousins now. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talking about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And now here's another interception. Picked off about the 31. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got his target, Samuel. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Gold for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Still going. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on,
no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins here to throw. The 20, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want...
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Flush to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know, what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify. I guess the catch-all is... Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been... Go.